Very explosive, very fast off the ball, very, very quick off the ball. That can translate to the next level.
BRB Blazer. Who's the rookie that you like?
He's JRJ.
JRJ.
JR Junior.
JRBJ.
He's Junior.
JR.
So Jalen Reagor from
JR.
the Eagles. This is one of the rookies that you like right here. So what is it about Reagor?
Potential for
like?
opportunity.
Yep.
You go down to, I mean, we already discussed the issue before where DeSean Jackson might not. I think he's going to be there, but if that happens, it even boosts us even more.
Yeah, it'd be hard to deny that.
Yeah, we go to like the point where I said it's like you get him so late in the draft. It's like there's just the opportunity for a potential. Like he has the potential to even beat DeSean Jackson as the number one targeted wide receiver versus where. I'm not gonna say he's more talented than Michael Pittman, but
Or like Justin Jefferson.
yeah, but like DeSean Jackson has never demanded a high target volume as a wide receiver. I think that he's only top 60 receptions once in his career. So can Jalen Reagor be the number one targeted wide receiver? What does that mean? Is he more of like a Debo Samuel type of like 110 type of? Yeah, that's a possibility. But I think he has the potential to be the number one target wide receiver. I know last year was kind of a weird year because he had 95 target or 90 something targets. Only 55 of those were catchable. He had 43. He caught 43 of the 55. He dropped a lot of balls, which was inconsistent. 9. So if he actually caught 9 of those, he would have had like a 90-something percent catch percentage. So to me, last year he was bad quarterback play. But I see someone who's very explosive, very fast off the ball, very, very quick off the ball. That can translate to the next level. He kind of wins. He plays a lot bigger than he is. But, like I said, none of us are scouts. So I don't even want to get into that. I want to get into the opportunity he has. He has the opportunity to be basically the number one in Philly. And he's tied to a potential quarterback that, is Carson Wentz potentially a top 5 quarterback? He potentially is.
Yeah.
So
Was
if
MVP
you
2
have a
years
receiver who could be the number one targeted receiver for an MVP type of receiver, it's like, why not take the chance on that guy? Why not shoot for him in the 14th, 15th round like we're talking about with Michael Pittman? It's like, I just love the potential upside. And in a keeper league like we talked about, like DeSean Jackson might not be there next year. Alshon Jeffrey might not be there next year. So he's going to be the ISO facto potential number one next year. So it's kind of like we talked about Pittman. There's also that keeper upside with him. So I just love the opportunity. Like I said, the talent, there was some inconsistencies, but I liked what I saw with him. But I'm going to take a shot on him because there's a chance that he's even the number one this year. That he actually is more targeted than DeSean Jackson. I know you do have Zach Ertz and you have Dallas Goedert and Miles Sanders going to see targets, but would it surprise me if he gets close to 100, 110 targets? No, it's not out of the realm of possibility. And if I'm getting that one of the last rounds, someone who has high burst, explosive playability tied to a potential we've seen MVP caliber quarterback, I'm going to take a lot of shots on that.
Yeah, no, for sure. He, like you said, last year it wasn't really his fault. He had bad quarterback play. But 2 years ago, he was balling. And 2 years ago, I was like really big on him. But like you said, dudes couldn't find him the ball.
And I don't like to play the mental narrative, but like I've played on frustrating teams where it's like, dude, these guys fucking suck. It's like, no offense, but it's been like you played in a team where you get a little frustrated because like it's like you're the only talent there, and it's just like a little like it does kind of fuck with your head a little bit. Yeah. So I kind of judge him more off his junior year, or was it junior or no? Sophomore year. I judge him more off of that than the year after because it's like almost half your targets are uncatchable. How many games do you think you're playing where you get 4 balls shot over your head and you're just like? It's like annoying.
I'm open. What is that?
It's like annoying in a sense, and I think that could have led to some of the inconsistency. I'm gonna make an excuse, but I think that's a possibility. But like I said, that's like I just think there's an opportunity for him to be the number one targeted receiver from the Eagles' wide receiver standpoint.
Yeah, no, and he's a freak like combine wise. Excuse me, 48-inch vertical.
Right there, perfect.
Right,
just
do it.
He does play bigger than his size. I mean, not the biggest guy, but I mean, he can jump through the roof and go out and get it.
Yeah. For sure.
You see Stephon Diggs and some of these, they're similar size, and John Brown, some of these guys that are smaller, they play bigger, and he kind of has that style. Anthony Miller was that type, where he's like about the same size, but he goes up and gets the balls and plays kind of physical. There's just a real opportunity for there. So to me, it's like, why not take the chance on him?
Weren't you saying, Dre, that he
take a chance?
The coaches came out, or he came out and said like he doesn't know how to run a route, or he doesn't know the whole route tree?
Yeah, they said he can't run a route. Jesus, they said he's just athletic as fuck.
So do you think that's going to transition into the NFL, or do you think that's something that could potentially hold them back?
No, Jesus Christ.
The TCU coach.
Drink some water.
The TCU coach.
Yeah. So do you think that'll transition into the NFL, or do you think it might? Because I'm a little on the flip side of like I didn't really see anything that really blew me away with him on tape. But I mean, obviously he's talented. You know, they take him in the first round. I mean, with the plethora of wide receivers that were available in the draft, the Eagles needed to get a wide receiver, and you know they went out and they addressed that need in the first round. And you know, out of all the guys that they could have taken, you know, they took him. So that's obviously their guy. It's obviously something that they saw, that they liked, that they want to incorporate him. And you know, like I agree, he could be the one going forward because Alshon's, you know, on his last foot literally, and DeSean Jackson is.
I don't even know if he has a foot.
Yeah, DeSean Jackson is, you know, getting older as well, so he won't be there much longer either. So you know, we could be looking, you know, how I said with Pittman, he could be the future of that franchise at the receiver position. I mean, we'd be looking at Reagor as the future for the Eagles here. But are you a little concerned that he doesn't know how to run against a quote unquote a route?
Yeah, I mean I thought that was concerning, but I know that the reason he went so high is like his explosiveness. Like I want to say his broad jump. His 40 was like stupid. I know they say he plays like at 4.4 speed, but I want to say he ran like a 4.6 or like a high 4.5, and he still went in the first round. So obviously there's something teams do like, but he is one of those just explosive guys. He's like a quick twitch guy. He's really fast. You can. What I do like about him is, and I'm about, you know, rookies getting on the field early. He was a really good punt returner too. So he returned a couple punts to the house. So that's going to be a good way to get on the field because I don't see the Eagles having a punt returner. Nelson Aguilar did it a couple times. You have D-Jack, obviously, but I mean a young guy like this who's eager to get on the field. I remember Jordy Nelson when he was getting in the league, he was like returning kicks. You know, so it's like it's a good way to get on the field and show what you can do. But he does have the athleticism. But so does Njoku. Njoku tested through the roof. So I just want to see if it translates. But he does have the, you know, the measurables and all that. He's got the size. Like Amac said, he had a bad quarterback. So it's like with a good quarterback, can they make him better?
Terrible quarterback.
Terrible. So, and the year before, he did well with a less bad quarterback. So he's good for sure. It just he doesn't do it for me but he does have the ability to do it.
I disagree with like a little bit of I watched his route tree and it's like, is he perfect? No, but he's very fast out of his breaks too. Very explosive out of his breaks. And I watched him pull some double moves and like I said, contested catches. I saw a lot of stuff at that has potential at the NFL level. Like I said, am I a scout? No, by any means, but
the opportunity's there. Though.
Yeah, the opportunity's there, and I'm judging him more off the year
which should
prior.
be one of the better like high-powered offenses. You know?
They should be, yeah. They have a good O-line. They're gonna be, passing. I mean, Alshon's old as shit.
He's got
dogs licking my kneecap.
DeSean Jackson's.
I mean, if he is, like I said, if I'm wrong and he's not, you know, he's not as talented as me or the Eagles believe, then you know you waste a 14th round pick.
But you know,
it's like why not take the shot on someone like him?
Shot on a guy, but
it's like
could be a league winner.
If I'm right and the Eagles are right, he could potentially be Tyler said a league winner. Same as Michael Pittman. So they have that upside. So it's like why not take a shot on him? Even if it's the 11th round or 10th round, it's like who are you going to take? Someone. It's like let me take my backup quarterback here.
I was shocked that they went with him too. So
did you see that comment?
I was confused. DeSean Jackson trained.
Hey, listen, if you're listening to this in the future, not live, we do these we every Thursday when we record these Friday podcasts, we do them live. So if you want to comment and try and make us laugh, this one worked. So
Jesus.
Man, that clip was informative, huh? Well, there's plenty more right here if you click that. Also, go ahead and subscribe right there.